Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good day, grade 8 students. My name is Manager Amina, and welcome to today's revision session. Now, we're going to go through the topics we've treated for this time to help you recall and for better understanding. And the topics are matter, repeated change, elements, mixture, compounds, and mixture. And then our last topic, which we've started discussing in class, is drug abuse. So we'll go through all of that. First one is matter. What is matter? Matter is anything that has um, mass and occupies space. That is anything that has weight and also occupies space. Example of matter: we have a table, tools, chair, you and I, and so on and so forth. Now, state of matter: we have the solid, we have the liquid, we have the gas, or you can say the initial state. Now, the solid has fixed shape, fixed volume, and the particles are closely packed together, while the liquid has fixed volume. It doesn't have a fixed shape, it takes the shape of the container, and the particles are a bit loosely packed. Then the gaseous state: no fixed shape, no fixed volume, and the particles are randomly packed, that is, they move haphazardly. Now, the transition phases of matter: we have the solid to liquid, which is melting; liquid to gas, which is when it undergoes boiling. The water evaporates into gaseous state, that is our steam, or you can call it vapor. Remember, we have the melting, we have boiling, and when we are taking it back to solid, that is when you're taking your water back to solid, it is freezing. When you freeze it, you melt it, and then boil, it evaporates. And the next topic is change. Change is the process in which a substance becomes different from its original form. It can happen in two forms. We have the physical change, we have the chemical change. Now, what is physical change? Now, physical change alters a substance look or state, but no new substances are formed. Think of the ice. You have an ice block, when it's melting, it doesn't change from water, just that the appearance, the state changes, that is from solid to liquid. In chemical changes, a new substance is formed. Chemical change creates an entirely new substance with different properties. Now, think of a burning wood or burning paper. When you burn your wood or paper, it turns into ashes, and for the wood, you have ash and charcoal. Now, the properties of your ash and charcoal is different from the properties of the wood and different from the properties of the paper. That is why we say it's an entire new substance with new particles. Now, in physical change, no new substance are formed. It is often reversible, small energy change, or we can say there is no energy change. Now, in chemical changes, we have new substances formed. It is irreversible. You cannot take it back. And energy change is significant. Energy is either released or absorbed. Now, we have elements. What are elements? Elements are pure substance made up of only one type of atom, and it cannot be broken down into simpler substances by chemical reaction. Now, what are these elements we're talking about? We have hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, and so on and so forth. You have your gold and the rest. Then compound. Compound are when two or more elements come together, and then when they are combined chemically together in a fixed proportion. Now, combined chemically in a fixed proportion, your water consists of hydrogen and oxygen. Now, when they come together, that will give you a compound. Water is a compound, salt is a compound. Consists of sodium and chlorine. Then we have mixtures. Mixtures are physical combination of two or more substances. Now, remember, compounds are chemically combined, mixtures are physically combined. Now, think of your salad, your fruit salad, when you mix different types of fruits, your sand and water, all those are mixtures. Types of mixtures, we have the homogeneous mixtures and heterogeneous mixtures. Now, homogeneous mixtures are the ones that are uniformly combined. You cannot see the particles, while heterogeneous are the ones that you can see the particles. Say, for example, sand and water. Your air is homogeneous because it consists of different types of gases which you and I cannot see. While sand and water, you can see sand, you can see water. And this will take us to the last topic that we started discussing in class, drug abuse. First of all, what is drug? We say drug is any natural or artificial substance other than food when taken into the body affects its structure or function of the body. Now, what is drug abuse? Now, drug abuse is the intentional use of substances, legal or illegal, in a way that harms your body, misuse or overuse. Now, this can lead to serious health problems, addiction, negative impact on your life, not only on your life, on your body, on your mind, on your society also. Types of, can say, classification of abuse drugs. We have opioids, we have stimulants, we have depressants, we have cannabis and hallucinogens. Now, what are the stimulants? Stimulants are the ones that make you hyper. Examples of these stimulants, we have cocaine, we have meth, or you can say methamphetamine, or in the street name is ice or crystal. Now, depressants are those that makes the person slow. They depress the CNS, the central nervous system. The person becomes very slow, or you see them sleeping. We talked about it in class. We can have Xanax, Valium, even alcohol. I'm sure you've seen these drugs that you see moving around. Becomes so useless, even in mathematics. Then we have cannabis and hallucinogens. And these ones are the ones that make someone unnecessarily happy. You see them laughing. I explained that in class. You see them laughing without any funny thing being said or any funny thing happening. You just see them laughing, that's sniffing it. And before you know it, those people are likely to run mad. Now, common drugs of abuse, we have the legal and illegal ones. Now, these legal drugs are drugs, I told you, they are drugs that are allowed, but people abuse them. For example, alcohol. Nobody will be arrested for taking alcohol or for selling alcohol, but people abuse it to the extent that it's depressed them, it's depressed their system, it makes them stupid. Now, we have tobacco, your cigarettes, prescription painkillers, the tramadol, the sleeping pills. A lot of people abuse it. Mostly it occurs in ladies, especially the sleeping pills. When they have problem, they feel if they sleep, they will escape from the reality of their problem. You see them being slow. Some people call it my. Then we have the prescription sedatives, drugs used for sleep also. We have example Valium. Now we have caffeine. Most of you that will take a lot of Nescafe, all in the name of you want to read. That is abuse. Then we have the illegal drugs, the ones that are not allowed to be sold. We have marijuana or Indian hemp, heroin, glue and inhalants, cocaine, opium, and so on and so forth. Now, what are the causes of this drug abuse? We have peer pressure. Peer pressure, the person wants to feel among, he doesn't want, or she doesn't want her friends to say that, this one, she doesn't know what is happening. She's not wise, she's not civilized. Then we have curiosity and experimentation. Example, we have some kids that you see people sending them to buy cigarettes. And then, or when you see, they know that they have a particular gang taking these drugs. Then maybe when they leave the leftovers on the floor, the kid is curious. Okay, what is it that they used to feel? Before you know it, drag today, drag tomorrow, eventually get addicted. Or experimentation. I want to know what they are feeling. Then we have influence of media and social trends, family problem or broken homes. Please, if you have a family problem, it is not for you to resort to drug abuse, stress, depression, or attempt to escape reality. Easy availability of these drugs can also lead to drug abuse. Now, what are the effects? We have the short-term effects, bad choices, blurry thinking. You see them, they make unnecessary or bad decisions. They don't think properly. They become instantly busy. They start feeling sick, and then when they drive, or they can easily engage in accidents as a result of overdose. Then the long-term effects, we have the health problem, liver damage, lung damage, mental illness, because it deals with the central nervous system, your brain. poor academic performance, violence and crime, family problems. Of course, there is no parent that would want to see their child abusing drugs, addiction and dependence. Now they become so addicted that they cannot do anything except if unless they take the drug. Then death um, in extreme cases. And what is drug addiction? Drug addiction is a condition in which a person becomes physically or mentally dependent on the drug. That this person cannot do anything unless the person takes that drug, and they find it difficult to stop. You say that person is addicted. Now, signs and symptoms of drug addiction: they have red or sleepy eyes, sudden weight loss, feeling weak or tired, frequent sickness, lying frequently, stealing to buy drugs, aggressive behavior. They easily get angry, mood swings. Now they are happy, the next minute they are sad, the next minute they are smiling on their own. Dropping in school performance. Now, how do you prevent this drug abuse? Education and awareness. That is, education, one of it is this I am telling you about it, and also awareness, which the government can help with. Good parenting. Parents should also pay close attention to their kids, show them love, guide them. Peer influence. Please keep positive and good social, or your social group should be positive and should be group. I mean your friends. Don't go around moving around with bad friends. Law enforcement. The government should also enforce law. We have our NDLEA people that arrest those that are caught abusing drugs. Rehabilitation centers, and take them to rehabs where they are being helped and guided on how to live their lives. That is for those that have problems. Also, they go through therapy sessions, because some of them, it's as a result of their problems that led to them abusing drugs. Religious and moral guidance also. So in conclusion, we have matter is anything that has weight and occupies space, solid, liquid, gaseous. Remember this transition phase, we have melting, boiling, evaporation, and freezing, that is taking it back to solid. Changes can be physical and chemical. Physical, no new substance formed. Chemical, new substances are being formed. Elements, compound, and mixtures. And then lastly, your drug abuse has serious short-term and long-term health consequences. Now, what you're going to do for me after you finish watching this video, go to the comment section, write your name. If you have any question, I'll be waiting for your question there. We'll meet in the comment section.